I think the pole vault draws an interesting crowd because it requires somebody who is going to be fearless. And if people aren't afraid to pole vault, then they're not afraid to be who they are. A pole vaulter needs to embrace that danger that's ahead of them and just go for it. And that go for it attitude is very common between all pole vaulters.
Pole vault, it's like nothing else. It's incredible. It's everything that everyone would imagine it to be. It's essentially getting launched into the air by a giant stick.
To compete at a high level, it takes everything you've got, and you definitely got to be a junkie about
it. It feels good to do something that not everyone does. You can have a great time doing something so wild that you've only got this short period of time in your life that you're going to be able to do.
The thing about the vault, the danger part, kind of adds to the excitement of it because your adrenaline gets so high from knowing that if I don't hit this right, then I could end up hurt.
Danger element makes it more fun, I think, because every jump isn't just a jump, it's a challenge, and you really have to push through that fear of the danger and just do it anyway.
You don't want to get hurt, so you're going to put your all into it to make sure that doesn't happen, which means coming in faster and hitting it harder, because you know if you don't, you might end up on the ground.
You compete the best when you're in the zone, which is that mental state where you're relaxed and confident and things just kind of happen. But you can only get there after a lot of repetition. And that muscle memory, that body awareness in the vault needs to be practiced over and over again. So when you get to a meet, it's comfortable, you know what you're doing, and when you jump, you're consistent.
When you hit a good jump, it feels great. Like it feels easy, it feels smooth, it feels confident, it feels like it's meant to be that way.
When I start my jump at the end of the runway, I just try to take a few deep breaths and focus on what I need to do and keep it simple. Gradually build up speed, and sometimes I feel like a train almost that starts chugging slowly and then gradually accelerates until it's just this huge force that keeps going.
Just coming in hot, like coming in real hot. Planting high and feeling almost like you're lifting off. And then once you hit your takeoff position, it's basically balls to the walls, you're swinging upside down.
The feeling you get is just, if you can imagine, just a big rubber band like pulling you up into the air and then throwing you off the top of it.
You're upside down and the pole just works with you. It's almost like magic, kind of. It throws you up in the air faster than you think it would, and you almost feel like weightless.
On the good jumps, it feels like it lasts forever because you're soaking it all in. Pole vault, you compete by jumping and then sit and hang out until your next jump. So during that downtime, there's a lot of interaction between teammates and other teams as well.
We're competing against the bar, and whoever jumps highest at the end of the day wins. So you're not really competing against each other, but you're competing against the bar.
When you're in the vault, it's such a unique sport that everybody has this like mutual respect for each other because they know what goes into it.
You know, people aren't just out there to get you. They're out there because they're having fun doing what they're doing. And it's something that we all have in common.
Messing around in the backyard, you know? You're out with your buddies and you're trying to see who can jump the highest.
I'm motivated to keep going through the frustrating times because I know that when everything comes together in the future, I'll get that feeling of exhilaration, that adrenaline rush is something that we're always striving for in the pole vault.
Every time you have a really good jump, that's another reason to come back too. And every time you get a couple more inches, you get that feeling like, oh, I could do something that I've never done before. I could get higher than I've ever gotten before.
The pole vaulting's great. Makes you feel like a little kid.